Yay.
Good morning.
It's the 14th. I only have 1 week of Advents left after this.
Yep. Better get after it then.
Yay. Scribble? Which one?
Just
Oh, push
press
it.
it. Yeah.
Now I can carry yarn.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at here, but
I mean, this small one is a bad example, but
yeah.
center round yarn goes on thing, and then thing goes on wrist.
I see.
And you can knit and carry your yarn.
It's a mobile knitting station,
Yes.
basically. Okay. Cool. It's pretty fancy. Oh, Phileas. He is supervising and judging at the same time, as he does.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, shall I go ahead and crack mine open?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Instructions.
I think you figured it out. Take a pick.
This one's right.
The sneaky one.
Yeah. What are those? T?
G, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out.
Hey. Phileas.
It's E.
Okay, we're back.
All right. Not sure where we left off.
I don't know, but you should show them the card again.
Yeah,
because
that's
I think
fine.
that done.
We open the letter E, which is Eerie Ultimatum. Got a foil one. It is snakes. But I know. Alright, now you got 38 other things to open. This is the weekend.
Only 3.
Only 4. Let's do it.
Today we have Equinox. Which is a lovely, dusty, gray lavender. Half lavender, half bluey color. It's all very nice.
What?
These are all very nice. I'm impressed with the dye
The color work.
depth.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, we are getting some nasty side eye from our dog at the moment. That's okay. That's what he does.
Cetus. This one's really cool. Sea monster.
Ooh, excuse me.
A magnet.
Is it like a bookmark? Some
No,
sort of
it's like
marker?
it's a magnet
Mhm.
thingy. They say you can put on your project bag. Use this durable folding clip to securely organize circular knitting needles. Snap it onto your bag to keep metal stitch markers and tapestry needles. Use it as a bookmark for your patterns. It's the ultimate versatile tool to keep projects tidy, needles tamed, and your flow uninterrupted.
Well, you do
So,
like your flow uninterrupted and your needles tidy.
I
So,
do.
yeah. There you go.
Hurrah!
There you go.
Oh my god.
Happy Sunday. Our dog looks, I don't even know what he looks like right now. Do you want to go back to sleep? Kinda.
So this is our first day seeing if the sourdough home is doing its job, and I'm pleased to report we have bubbles. So I am going to continue with the starter for the panettone. I started making panettone a handful of years ago when I was going back home for Thanksgiving, and my mom and I would make it over the Thanksgiving uh, time. And now I make it myself. Um, Found a really great recipe that was published on a blog back in like 2012 on Wild Yeast. And I really like it. It's a very involved recipe, but it's delightful. And I don't bake bread routinely, especially not sourdough bread, so I don't have a starter going. So every year I just start a new starter. And this we grow for several days before we convert it to what they call a stiff starter, and then from the stiff starter, after a few cycles of feeding it, you convert it to a sweet starter, and then that's what's used to make the panettone. So I have to start around the same time that I start 12 Days of Yuletide Cookies in order to have all of the time for the starter to grow and then convert it to the different stages that it needs to go through in order for the bread to have what it needs at the end of this process.
Good morning, Vlogmas. It is a very important day. We are starting the 12 Days of Yuletide Cookies with salted black cocoa sablés with caramelized white chocolate. And probably a second one because I should have started yesterday and I was far too tired to mix up any cookies, so it did not happen. This recipe I introduced last year. I've only done 12 days of cookies 3 times, and it was an instant hit, so it stays on the list. I have chosen it to represent 7 swans a-swimming, as my swans are just black cocoa swans. And first we're going to prep this white chocolate that I caramelized the other day, and then we're going to proceed with making cookies. We're not baking any today because these get chilled in vlogs, so I can put them in the freezer until closer to Christmas Eve, when I will bake them so that we can have them with family for our celebrations. And yeah, part of why I didn't make them yesterday is because I wanted a cookie I could actually eat. So I made monster cookies yesterday and ran out of energy. We made monster cookies. We made Tuscan white bean and kale soup with leftover fall feast ingredients. I feel like there was something else we did in the kitchen. Maybe not. But we did accomplish quite a few things yesterday, and we spent several hours out, so we are going to keep doing this. Hello, good afternoon, Vlogmas. Oh goodness, I got storage cut off when I was making my salted black cocoa sablés with caramelized white chocolate. So you missed most of that because it didn't record for us, but those cookies are one of those annoying ones that look completely wrong as you're making them, and then it turns out that they're totally fine. But it's basically like trying to form a log out of damp sand. It just keeps crumbling and crumbling and crumbling, and you have to sort of like approximate something and stick it in. So we've done that. It is 4:15 in the afternoon. We have ballet tickets this evening, so I can't just hang out and knit, which is sad. It looks like I need more oat flour, so I'm gonna have to do that. Oops. Okay, so David has been out running errands, doing whatever, his own, like, personal errands, basically, not like stuff we needed to do. And I'm going to try to get these. Oh, this is our second 12 Days of Yuletide cookie contribution, and it is cranberry jubilee dog biscuits. So before there were any children, really, as part of our winter holiday, there were dogs. So
David and I have a dog who you've seen, and then my brother and sister-in-law have a German Shepherd. So I have been making dog biscuits as part of the 12 Days of Christmas Cookies, so that the doggos have some presents. And these the dogs really like. So I'm going to get these in the oven, and then I'm going to see if I can sew the buttons on my heirloom top before it's time to get ready. I feel like I'm like 5 days behind on knitting. I don't know how far behind I am. I need to count and see what I can do to remedy that. I did not start my slippers this weekend, which I'm pretty bummed about because I was excited to make slippers and have new ones. Mine are full of holes. So yeah, we're gonna go to the ballet, and by the time we get home, it's gonna be probably pretty late, so this might be the last time you hear me talk. I did some work in my planner. I finally got the index page set up, which I had to rewrite what feels like a billion times, but was probably only like 4 times. But I feel like I'm happy with how it came out, so that's the important part. And yeah, I'll put these puppy dog biscuits in the oven. And then we will be caught up with 12 days of cookies. The only thing that I wanted to do that's definitely not happening today is I was going to go ahead and candy my citrus peel, but I may try to do that tomorrow after work. And then Wednesday, since I have my oncology appointment, I don't tend to go to work after that, so I think that's the day that I'm going to try and fix whatever I did to Chevron shenanigans and catch up on that. And I'm just going to try and recalculate the Wally Breton and my Ansadora shawl and see if I can still get those completed in December. And then the slippers, I really still want to do them, but they may have to wait. We'll see. Anyway, for now we're going to bake. Phileas Fogg. Phileas Fogg. Phileas, stop chewing on your paws. Hey, no.
Hello from the ballet. We are in intermission right now. Good show.